The pandemic affected so many businesses, and among the hardest hit, the airline industry.
Air carriers lost billions when travelers just couldn't fly, and many of those empty jets landed right here in Arizona at the Pinal Air Park in Marana. It's an area known to some as the Plane Boneyard.
But hundreds of these giant jumbo jets are very much alive, and they are getting ready to fly again. Fox 10's Brian Webb shows us more.
For much of 2020, the world was at a standstill, COVID changing the way we work and the way we travel. Fewer passengers means fewer flights. In just the first month of the pandemic, the number of passengers traveling both domestically and abroad fell by as much as 92% compared to 2019, and that's continued for more than a year, costing air carriers more than $370 billion. So companies began storing their empty planes here, 30 minutes north of Tucson, just off the I-10 at the Pinal Air Park in Marana. It's the largest commercial aircraft storage facility in the world, filled with several hundred mostly wide-body aircraft, everything from A330s to 777s. While a small fraction of the planes that land here never see the skies again, many do. And it's due in large part to the work being done by crews at Ascent Aviation.
Every day is different. Every airplane's different. You find different things on different airplanes.
David Querio is president and CEO. He says business here has always been steady, but in 2020, flights to Marana more than doubled.
We, over a span of 60 to 75 days, we took on 275 airplanes. For a period of time, we were the third busiest airport for arrivals in Arizona anyway, and had zero departures.
About a dozen aircraft arriving each day from customers all over the globe.
There's some of the countries that I've got to go look at a map on to see where the heck they are.
For some of these planes, their stay in storage is brief. Others will have a much longer layover.
We've had aircraft that came in for as a result of COVID that left within 90 days, and we have aircraft that came in for COVID that if they leave, it'll be multiple years before they leave.
While they're here, parts of the plane are covered to protect it from the elements, and their components need to be checked regularly.
We protect the pitot-static systems to keep any bugs from crawling up in there or any contaminant.
Metal fatigue is one of the largest costs associated with maintaining these aircraft, and Arizona's dry climate makes for a perfect storage spot.
Humidity and moisture on metal is never a good thing. The drier the air, the less moisture that can contact that metal, the less opportunity you're going to have for downline corrosion of the metal.
It can take crews a couple of weeks or even a couple of months to get a plane 100% airworthy again. This past summer, departures at the Pinal Air Park increased, meaning more planes are being brought back into service. Aviation attorney Michael Pearson says it's a mixed bag ahead of the holiday travel season.
You need to get from point A to point B over the holidays. I hate to be a bearer of bad tidings for those that are planning on using the National Airspace System, but I certainly would arrange alternate transportation. I do believe that you're going to have flight crews and cabin crews, basically the human assets that the airline need to run the system en masse, deciding they're not going to participate if in fact the mandates continue and go through. I think it's just a fact of life.
Brian Webb, Fox 10 News.
Now, both men tell us that the real test for the airline industry will come after the holidays and whether carriers can keep flights in the air despite the staffing issues. Nevertheless, Ascent, the company featured there, they will be ready. They're even expanding by building a new facility in Roswell, New Mexico that will be just as big as the facility in Marana.